With the newly added Deevid Viral Studio feature, you don't have to worry anymore about whether the content you're making is going to turn out good or not. Now check out these two videos. The skeleton of the work is the same, but this one is the original video and this one is a remix I made myself. The character, location and style are completely changed, but the skeleton and logic of how it was built are the same for both. So what's this tool actually good for? Because the problem for a lot of creators isn't just making the video, it's finding the idea and figuring out why a video succeeded. We might spend hours watching content and then still need to prepare prompts and references, and by the time we are done, the train might already be over. Viral Studio is meant to do a big chunk of that initial analysis a lot faster. So what we're going to do today is look at exactly what this cool feature does. In this video, we're going to walk through the whole workflow from importing the reference video to analyzing and personalizing the shots all the way to producing the final output inside Deevid Viral Studio. So let's get started. I'll grab the link from the description and bring it into my browser. I go into Deevid and from the left-hand menu I click on Viral Studio. Here I can either enter the link to a reference video or upload the video file directly. I grab the licensed video and I'm dropping the link in this field. We want to analyze the structure of a successful video and build a new version based on it. This video has performed really well in terms of views. After entering the video, Deevid pulls the same video into the workflow for me. Here, Deevid lets me set the clip range, meaning if I only care about a specific part of the video, I don't need to analyze the whole file. I select the part I want here and click confirm. Now Deevid moves on to the analysis stage, and as you can see, it breaks the video down into separate segments. This is really important because instead of looking at the whole video as one chunk, Deevid tries to work out how it was built shot by shot. After that, there's an edit text section. I can see and edit the opening hook, camera movement, composition, pacing, visual style, character action, dialogue, and ambient sound for each part inside the generated prompt. So if I feel like the character, the action, the location, or even the mood of the scene needs to change, I just edit that generated prompt. Now here's what I actually do. I feed it my own references. For example, I can swap out the character, change the location, make the visual style different, or even replace the main product or subject. If you don't have a reference ready, I can generate a reference image for whatever character, product, or visual style I need. Above the segment section, there's a part called Global References. This section is really useful because I can add references here that need to stay consistent across all the segments, like the main character, a specific outfit, a product, or even a particular visual style. This makes the final output more cohesive across the different shots so the project doesn't look visually inconsistent. Then if needed, I can also add a separate reference specific to each individual segment. So this has really made things easier for us. With Deevid, I get both overall control and fine-grained control. In the settings section, I can also set the model and the output specs. As you can see, here I can choose the model, set the aspect ratio, and set the output resolution too, for example to 480p or 720p. Now this video I uploaded is a product intro video. So this video I uploaded here is about introducing a product. I'm not planning to keep the actual product, the characters, or the location from the same video. I just want to preserve the structure that gave the video its good rhythm and change every detail of it for my own product. I keep the overall scenario logic and the sequences of events, but I edit the prompt for each segment so that the product, character, dialogue, location, and visual style all change completely. But I completely change the character, the dialogue, and the product. Inside each segment's prompt, I explain where my new product should be placed in the scene, what movement the character should make, how how the camera should move and what the framing should look like. I can even adjust the rhythm of the shots too. Then I upload the references as well in the global references section, because the general references keep the consistency of the whole video intact. Now I set the model, the aspect ratio and the resolution and generate. And here's the output for segment 1. Here I check whether the hook from the original version still has its power or not, whether the new product enters the scene naturally or not, and whether the camera movement matches what I wrote in the prompts or not. And yeah, it did a good job here, and the output is acceptable in this part. Then I move on to segment 2 and 3. If I'm not happy with an output, I don't need to rebuild the whole video. I just fix the prompt or the reference for that specific part and hit generate again. Here too I finish setting everything up, give it my prompt and generate. And these are the outputs I got. It shows my product really nicely in the video and it rendered my character nicely too. There's still roughly a skeleton left of our reference video, but pretty much everything else has changed. Once the outputs for all the segments are ready, I pick the ones I want and bring them into the video editor section. Here all the parts are lined up in order, and before exporting I can rearrange the shots in this section, tweak the audio and the music, and even the subtitles. Right now I'm thinking maybe this shot should come at the start of the video instead, or maybe not. Maybe it's better right where it is. After all that, now let's look at the original video and the version I made side by side. The overall structure, the sequence of events, and the shot rhythm are inspired by a proven format, but the product, character, location, dialogue, and visual style have all completely changed. So the goal isn't to copy the reference video. We want to understand more deeply why this video did well, and here's the final result. This workflow can be useful for affiliate marketing, product advertising, making YouTube shorts, producing content for clients, faceless pages, and managing social media accounts. We can even take one idea and redesign it for several different platforms like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, just by changing the aspect ratio and how the shots are executed. So to wrap it up, Deevid Viral Studio helps you analyze successful videos faster, understand their structure, and build new customized versions without starting from scratch. Of course, this tool isn't gonna guarantee going viral, views, sales, or income, but it can significantly cut down the time you need to spend researching, analyzing, and testing different ideas. The link for Deevid Viral Studio is in the description and the pinned comment. Go ahead and try it yourself and let me know in the comments whether you're happy with it or not. See you in the next video, my friend.